Hello there, traders. Hello there. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to Paul's Monday Market Update, number 224 for the Monday, the 11th of May, 2026. I hope you're all well. Hope you've had a good weekend. Hope you are ready for another interesting and eventful week in markets. As always, that has been the story of 2026. Just a quick bit of housekeeping. This will be the last one for a couple of weeks. Okay, we'll be taking a 2 week break. I'm away and traveling, and we'll be back on Monday, 1st of June. For those of you joining us for the first time, the Monday market update is just that. It is me flying through as much as I can share with you in the next 30 odd minutes as we take a look at strength and weakness within the FX and indices and commodities markets, look at a few charts of interest, and then take a look at the live markets. It is not a signal service. It is not trade recommendations. It is just me sharing what I'm looking at, which may be of interest to you, and you might want to add it to your own watch list. As always, you are always very welcome here, but just remember that you are always responsible for your own trading decisions. And for those of you who need a little bit more discipline, accountability, and consistency and structure in your trading, you can join the VTP Trader Accountability Group. The tag is all about helping you build that discipline, accountability, and consistency. You can ping me on my mail, or you can use that QR code, or use the Bitly code if you want a few more details. Finally, charts of interest before we switch across to the live markets. This is Oklo, which has been a little bit of a personal favorite of mine for various reasons. One, there's been some good moves in it, some pretty volatile moves in it, okay? But also it kind of taps into one of my interests, okay, is that Oklo, it remains kind of, it's probably fair to say, one of the kind of market's highest profile speculative nuclear energy and SMR, small modular reactor themes, all right? Whereas here in the UK, we've kind of dithered and dallied over the last 10 years about SMRs. Okay. The Americans have taken a much different approach on that. They're really going a bit gung-ho for it. I appreciate some people might say using the word going gung-ho when you're talking about nuclear reactors is perhaps not the best use of language, but you get the gist. You get what I mean, all right? The interesting thing is that kind of those small modular reactors, that nuclear power continues to have, media and institutional attention. All right, a lot of that is off the back of all of that drive and excitement about AI. Well, if you're going to have all the AI, you're going to need electricity demand, okay? And you're going to have energy security. And so Oklo is kind of filling into that, okay? It feeds into that. So that's, as I said, one of the reasons why it's of interest to me, all right? The thing with all of these things is that you're looking at, right, what's the regulatory process? What, if any, government support, okay, is being offered to these guys to sort of keep it going in the right direction. But as you can see from the charts, all right, you've got to expect volatility. There we go. This is where I put it here. My kind of first piece of it, all right, down around about $20 when it bounced off the 50 period moving average. We can see it flew up, but I've talked this, about this before. Once you see price starting to go vertical, okay, and going parabolic, you just have to tighten up your stops and hold on because very often you get the same here. We came back down from here, all right, $190 to $50, all right, okay, and now we've bounced off, and once again, I see us literally we're a little bit coiled up there between $70 and $80, between the 20 and the 50. If we look at the price action here, okay, sort of just lots of wicks to both the sort of the top and tails there, okay. There's some movement going on, and they are reporting on Wednesday evening after the market close. So once again, it's a case of what will that kind of earnings, or what will that guidance be like? Can it be the catalyst for the next move in Oklo? Is this just us literally coiling up before we get to the earnings to be the catalyst for the next move? So as I said, you might want to add that to your watch list.